Yeah. You see? To walk on water. The earth is mainly surrounded by water. Yeah. But did you also know this? This here is water as well too, to which we call the flesh. And every time I inhale deeply, exhale deeply, without forcing it, and just being presently as I sit within the heart chakra, I am walking on water. Yeah, we're walking on water. But of course, frequencies on Earth is either up here or down here, here, and infinitely all type of positions. But collectively, our frequencies has been tampered with, right? So therefore, it's a bit low. And with low frequency, unfortunately, everything has been externalized and taken for literal meaning without any imagination of thought or creative thinking using the right brain. So now, when we hear the stories about walking on water, we think it's an actual physical act. No, you've been sadly mistaken. To those who preach such a thing, they haven't really used their creative mind to really think about what it means to be walking on water. I just told you, this is flesh. Underneath this flesh is a nice foundational frame called the skeleton. This flesh is a protection outer layer. The skeleton is the inner layer. Once again, what am I? Who am I? I am. Just that. Oxygen, air, breath, spirit, prana, chi, ka, kai. All type of names to alleviate what this is inhaling and exhaling this particular energy. This is what we are. This is what we are. This is what is used to animate the body to give it energy so that it can be and continue to be self-sustaining and self-sufficient so that we are able to live out our wildest dreams. But unfortunately, we're no longer walking on waters. We're bending our backs, we're looking down on our phones, weirdly walking on cushion shoes, walking on clouds, messing up our postures so that by the time I'm 40, 50, I got a back problem, I can't use it. My muscles, the water within the flesh has been contaminated due to the fluoride intakes and bioengineering food intakes that's been messing up the body that we need to live out this particular fantastic, phenomenal experience. They've been attacking us from left to right, indeed. We've allowed it. We allowed it. These parasites look like bacteria that is natural, but they are not. They are foreign aliens that has invaded us and tricked us and inward everything, inverted everything. Down is up, up is down, evil is good, good is evil, isn't it? Nevertheless, there are a few collective people here who have studied, meditate, and experiment with their selves and listen to what the self have to say, especially when you are able to quiet the mind. Walking on water. Did you know when you're stretching and you're at the pinnacle height of that stretch and you start to shake and tremor, you're not supposed to feel that at all. That is tension. That is pain. That is stress. Ask a child to do that same stretch and he'll be able to just fall right into it. Ask the child to just sit down in a lotus position. You'll be able to fold right into it because he don't feel it. There's nothing there to feel. The child is walking on water using a skeleton. And did you know the skeleton, well, they claim that it's 5 times harder than steel. The Man of Steel, does that ring a bell? It's fascinating. It's fascinating. The Man of Steel is what you're capable of. I mean, this idea doesn't just come out of nowhere. It is first inwardly thought of, and then we create a draft, and then we manifest it into the 3D dimensional world. And it is now called Superman or Kal. You know? Which is a liberation of a god, essentially, to which you are. But consciousness like to play these type of jokes because it has plenty of time with itself. We have eternity to get it together. We have eternity to figure it out. So why not have a little bit of fun? I'm in no rush, nor are you. Besides, the artificial world is creating some type of urgency or a rush, but in reality, we have forever, you know? So yeah, you're not supposed to be able to feel anything whatsoever. You're not supposed to be able to feel your body. You're supposed to be able to walk on water. Wow, 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 wow. Exercising, right? Exercising. Unfortunately, they got us to think that it's something for outside the body to look nice and flashy and good like the Greek gods in the Greek mythologies. Yeah? They did a number on us. Exercising is to display control over the power of the breath. Because in reality, you're supposed to be able to exercise for eternity. Because, once again, you're walking on water. You're not supposed to be able to feel any pain whatsoever. What regulates and controls our pain? The nervous system within our body. From the gut, the heart, the brain, the nervous system. The paranervous system and the sympathetic nervous system. Or the masculine and feminine. This nervous system, one runs up and the other one runs down through the meridians pathway, in fact. One of the major ones. It's all over our body. But they run up and down. Up and down. But if you were to pay very close attention and be very present when you're trying to gain command and control of this nervous system, you will find that you are now very calm. Even when stress is being thrown at you, you don't feel it. It's as if it doesn't even exist. Oh man, a perfect example of that is the phenomenal reflection that is called Wim Hof or the Iceman. He is on a campaign and has perfectly explained this exquisitely well, you know. And as I was listening to his message, to walk on water surface, and I was like, oh my goodness. I was given a whole different outlook on what it actually means, or a higher frequency of what it really can mean to walk on water. And this one is externalized. I meant to say this one is internalized, inside, inward. Yes. The shadow self, to which that is hidden from everybody else but you. Nevertheless, you can control the nervous system with your breath. And if you're able to breathe deep breaths, you essentially will be able to not feel anything. Wim Hof, of course, uses ice to display this ability that we are all capable of doing. Wow. So by regulating the nervous system, you cannot feel pain whatsoever. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that amazing? Wow, 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 wow. Nevertheless, if you want to take it further, there is a point where you're practicing these breathing exercises. Anyone, pick one, it doesn't even matter. And you start to practice the breathing, and your body, which knows everything that it needs to know, will see what you're trying to do. And it'll give you a helping hand, right? To the point that when you cease to try to control breathing, you will find that the body will take control of it and do it itself. I kid you not. I kid you not. If you say you're a fearless person, surrender control of the breath and let's see how much fear you don't have, you know? Nevertheless, if you wanted to take it to the extreme level, essentially you would take a deep breath and let it go. Let it go. You will find that this breath will start to descend throughout the chakra points, straight from the crown, as there is a major opening above us to which prana or oxygen comes in and out from the heavens to the earth. This is our connection, making us the neutral middle ground, for we can see outwardly and we can see inwardly. So therefore we are neutral on the ground. Yes, the human body in which you are encased in is one of the most magnificent creation there is on this earth. Yes, we have the celestial objects in the sky. We have the sun, the beautiful, magnificent sun, which is the highest representation of source, of course. But underneath the sun, it is the human being, the combination of matter and spirit. It's magnificent. It's magnificent, you know. Wow. Nevertheless, when you let go control of the breath, you will find and feel it travel through each one of your chakra. And it will start to slither, especially down here when it gets to the core. This is why we call it Kundalini, because we can feel it slithering down all the way to the root. And it'll rest. And if you stay there long enough, you will find that automatically a new breath will start to come right in. An exhale, an inhale will start to come in. Starting from the belly to the core. And it comes in. And it makes its way back up. Slithering back up through the chakra points. And it passes through your heart. To your throat. To the penile. To the crown. And as you let it go, and you stay present there, the breath dissipates and starts anew and comes right back down again. Infinitely, without your say, without your control. This is what it means to cease. This is what it means. The breath of God, as this is the temple of God. The human body is the temple of God. The breath of God is your being, to which powers up this temple. And all you have to do is be present. And breathing would automatically go. Do you have free will to control it? Control it as much as you can, sure. But you note that you won't be getting the full breath. Very difficult, you know. Nevertheless, this is the same breath that we use to, once again, walk, on water. I encase myself with the skeleton foundation which I use to move the body. For the flesh does not move the body, it is the skeleton when it's done proper. But unfortunately, in modern society, we have used external devices to do the work that the body can do. Clothing, the body is clothes itself. Did you know, once again, with the nervous system, you can regulate your temperature from hot to cold? How do you think we get fevers that can go up to 100 and something degrees? How does a fever goes up that high? How can you burn that hot? Well, you have a sun within the core, hence the word solar plexus. It is a sun here. It's very hot. It also regulates a lot of things. Essentially, this is your first brain. It's right here. Also, this is where your astral body lies. Your astral body, that feeling that you feel with the air, that is energy going in and down, like a figure eight almost, a relay race. It's a figure eight. That's where you get your infinite sign from, because when you remain present and feel the breath, you can feel it going through your body like a figure eight symbol. Fascinating. Fascinating, 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 I must say. Nevertheless, when you come to this knowledge, it's like a feeling of being born again, especially as an adult who's been adulterated in an artificial like system. You essentially become born again, because now you stand taller, but you want to be able to maintain this posture. So now you want to be able to try to walk in a manner that enables you to do so. You're using your toes to spread out and make sure that it catches everything so that you are stable. You're essentially learning how to live within your body again. You're learning how to use the body, how to properly use the body, to listen to the body, because it's always telling you what it needs. It's always speaking to you. If you get sick and mucus is coming out, well, essentially this is a warning. These are signs. The body is speaking. The question is, are you listening? Are you listening? Or are you just too busy with the things that are outside of you? Yeah, our society here in the United States of America makes sure that you are busy with every external thing that there is. It's a powerful thing, I must say. You can lose track of it, but of course, as you gain more awareness, you start to be very subtle of these things. Your energy becomes very much more subtle of these things. So now you start to experiment, and powerful high frequency questions come to mind. And oftentimes you will find that you already have the answers. You just have to be present. You just have to be present, And of course, as you increase your presence, you start to realize that there are beings within that is keeping you alive, that is keeping you functional. There are beings within us. We call them cells. These are miniature versions of myself, but yet highly, highly intelligent beings. Talk to them. Have a conversation. Speak with the cells that keep the heart pumping. Speak with the liver, the bladder, the large intestines, the small intestines, the brain, the eyes. Speak to these cells. Provide gratitude. Tell them, thank you. There's about 30 trillion cells within the human body, and all of them are able to work together in unison. No fighting, no racism, no craziness, philosophy. Wow. You have a whole world, a whole universe within this vessel, and they are all working hard to make sure that you are able to experience the best of the best that reality has to offer. Talk to them, man. They're waiting to have a conversation. You never know. This is very deep, Consciousness awareness it spreads and it gets even deeper, This is what we call the quantum realm. Of course, the quantum is another word for spiritual. Don't let that fool you. It's just another word for spiritual. That's all it is. But nevertheless, existence is everywhere. Truly, existence is everywhere. Take note of that. It's what it means to walk on water. You feel it, you know it, you sense it, you are it. It's not a technique. Put your fingers in your ear and you just inhale, exhale. I am that. I am that. Or another way to say that is soham in the term of Sanskrit. I am that. You are that, So let's regain our ability as collective consciousness to be able to walk on water, for it is our natural birthright within this vessel that we encase ourselves in, whether it is here or whether it is not. Increase your consciousness, increase your awareness. Truly understand the temple of God, please. Metaphorically, similes, literally. There's so many levels you can take it, but of course, please, we require you to really think. This is why these messages are hidden, because they wanted us to really think creatively as creators that we are on this earth. Think about it.